Hello, and welcome back to the warehouse. This is Devlog 3 for version 0.3.5. I do want to say I apologize in the last video for stating the wrong version number. I still hadn't gotten onto a fixed schedule, I guess you could call it, for what I'm going to variant my versions off of. So, as you can tell straight ahead, the controls screen has been replaced with the What's New screen. This screen will feature the latest patch and the one before it, so 0.5 and 0.3. There is no devlog for 0.3, as I'm just going to group them all together, as 0.3 itself is a smaller update in comparison to 0.5. So there is a new weapon sight, the holographic, in addition to weapon holders, which I'll go over, two-handed holding, which I'll go over, new models for the AKM, the CZ, the M4, as well as a new skin for the ACWR. What else? Two-handed holding, like I mentioned, haptic feedback, which is fancy talk for controller vibrations. And the M4 handle sight has been removed due to complications with it. So, if I start off with, I'll start with the weapon holders. So if I look down, ta-da, we've got weapon holders on the chest that are synced to your HUD, so as you move, they move. But if you look down past a certain angle, they do stay still. So if I take the new Glock 18 and grab the magazine for it, set it to automatic, semi, and then don't need the empty mag, I can put that back in the inventory slot and grab the new M9, grab a mag, semi, toss the empty mag, and place it back in the inventory slot. Now I do want to point out, not all items can go in all inventory slots. So for example, if I take the brand new AKM, which might I say looks much nicer than the old version, I can place it down here in the inventory slot, and it works. But if I put it in one of the smaller slots, it will simply fall. So, regarding the AKM, as I mentioned momentarily ago, there is a brand new model, which has a much nicer bump map. The grip is a lot higher definition. The model itself looks much nicer. It also comes with a much nicer magazine with some nice bullet models in there. So if I put it in, same gun as before, nothing really changed there. But this is one of the new systems. Two-handed holding has been implemented, so if I take my second controller and put it under there, you'll notice that it locks into place, and I can now rotate the gun around. If you do move it far enough away, it will snap out of it to allow you to one-hand hold, but this will allow me to stabilize the gun more. So if I set to automatic, and then I can dump the mag, get a new one. And recoil has not been implemented yet, so free hand holding is still a viable option, but second hand allows you to more shoulder the gun, if you will. So let me set that down. Another gun that has been added and implemented with two hand holding is this other variation of the AK, the 12, I believe. It has a nice 30 round mag that I can snap into place. Set to, let's do automatic. Grip. Oh, I moved away too far. There we go. And I can dump the mag. So, as I mentioned, you can store mags, so I can put some down here, grab a 45 one, put it in the other slot. Oh, I dropped it, whatever. So, if I come over here, I do want to mention that not all guns do have two-handed holding active, so the M249, the CZ, M4, and AUG do not have it. Since last time, I've added the AUG, nice Austrian gun if I remember that correctly. Also added a brand new M4, which has a much nicer model. And I've updated the textures for all three magazines. So here's the new clear case, the new Stanag, and if I reach over here, the new PMag. So I'll load this one in there. the new CZ, which I'll load a clear case into. And as I mentioned, this one doesn't have two-handed holding yet. And lastly is the ACWR, which has a much nicer, more rough-looking texture. And if I two-hand hold it, there we go. So, nothing else has been updated. Oh, I forgot to show off the new EOTech. Yeah, teleporting is still being worked on. So, there is the new EOTech, like I mentioned. If I put it on, works a lot like the ACOG in terms of scripting. Put a silencer, put that on. Oh, pulled too close. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. So, sorry to cut it short, but that is all of the updates for today. More will be coming soon. I apologize for the long wait between this one and the previous devlog. I've been working a lot. As you can tell, implementing these chest holders was a big pain. Other than that, there's no other real important information. So, I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.